Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Yvette Quale with Yvette's Junk Journal Shop on Ko-fi. That's Ko-fi. In my shop you will find journals that I make, handmade ephemera, and journal kits, and also consigned journals that I have from very many different artists throughout the world. Send me journals and I sell them on a commission basis. So if you're interested in that, if you're a journal maker and you're interested in finding out more about that, please check my description box for my email and go ahead and email me and I will get back to you. I do work a full-time job and I have a lot going on at my house with a multi-generational family here, including my almost 3-year-old grandson. So I'm very busy most of the time, but I try to get back to my email and as often as I can. Now that I've started this consignment shop, I have to check my email more, and that's a habit I need to start getting into. So I'm scheduling that and getting more on a schedule of when I'll reply to those. So please be patient with me as I get back to you if you do email me. It's not that I've forgotten you or I'm ignoring you. It's just I got some things going on. So in this video, I have pulled journals from several different artists. So if you are an artist and you see one of your journals here or two of them and you don't see some other ones that you sent me, it's because I've pulled these journals because they kind of have a fall theme. And so going into, we're in September now, I want to start listing some fall journals so that you guys can get those in your hands and get your fall journal going. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Now I will say right up front, I'm going to, as I move these journals aside, we're going to start with this one here, the white one on my right. And I will tell you right up front, I have a very big phobia about spiders. So this journal, Libby Moore made this journal and it's very well made. It's very well put together, but I do have a very big phobia about spiders. So if I am going through this and I react, it is not because of the journal at all. It is 100% me and my weirdness. So if you guys have a phobia or are afraid of spiders like me, then you kind of know how that is. Although this guy is kind of cute, he still kind of creeps me out a little because he's a spider. So let's go ahead and look at this journal. It is 6x9 looks like. We have a white fabric cover. This is textured. It's a very cool look to it. And then this is machine stitched on here. It's a spider web, of course, with a spider. It's got some little sequins there. And the beautiful spine work here on sewing in the 3 signatures. Very beautiful how she did that. And then up at the top, you can see there those 3 chunky signatures. This is about a 3-inch spine, it looks like. On the back, that's just covered in the same white fabric. Let's go ahead and take a look inside here. And as I said, if I react, it is totally me. This was made by Libby Moore, as I said. It's called Halloween, fabric covered, 6x9, 3 signatures, 120 pages. She used digital kits from Nevermore Creations called Poison and Lace and Spooky Delicate. Also Victoria Designs Halloween Kit and Home Books and Treasures Halloween Bundle. So I am not familiar with Home Books and Treasures, so I will be checking out that Etsy shop. I'm sure that's where they're at, hopefully. I don't know. I'll check it out and figure it out. But here we have, in the front, we have this spiderweb cardstock. And again, it's got that Halloween theme. She has, if you'll look here, she has stitched around with her machine on all of the pages, or most of the pages anyway. And let's go ahead and look in here. So we have a journal card here. I'm not picking him up with that spider, I'm sorry. And then we have a journal card here. And a pocket. This pocket is textured. It's got a little vintage image there. So again, very consistent with this machine stitching, makes it look really nice. This is a fabric and lace flip spot, so you can journal underneath or hide a picture or something. Here we have a postcard and a pocket there. Notice I'm just skipping. Oh dear. Okay, I'm sorry. And this, when I looked through there, that freaked me out because I saw it move and I was like, oh no. But there's some journal, a card, like playing card in there and different things. Also in this pocket here, again with that textured, I think it's either cardstock. It looks like cardstock. She's got a big journal card here and a little pocket on the side. So I don't go through all the journals. I did go through this one just because it does have that Halloween theme, and I figured there would be some spiders in here. So I wanted to make sure I was kind of prepared for that. Totally my thing. Everybody's got their thing, right? Little flip spot here. I could probably go and get some help with that, but I'll just avoid them if I can. There's this cute little card here. I like that. We got an owl. So like I said, really pretty colors in this. I like the fall and that little touch of purple here and there. It's really nice. This is a little bag with some things in there. And a CD. It's got a little notebook. And I'm not getting down into that because I don't want to have to put that back on camera. But you guys will get the general idea of what's in this journal. So there's our first one from Libby. This one is also from Libby. It has a silk tie. We have this separate cover on here, and I'll show you how that works. So the tie goes all the way around. This is a wallpaper cover. She's machine stitched it. We have corners that are metal here. And then this unties and this whole cover comes off. This is all one piece, and that completely comes off. And so you then have just this journal here. So that's a nice little effect. So this journal is called Midnight, also by Libby, 6.5 by 8.5, one signature, 60 pages. She used Moonlit Moments by Shabby Dabby Doodah. And then this journal was made from a digital that she purchased from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah, and the proceeds will be donated to Tina to help in her current life challenges. So if you guys are familiar with Tina's YouTube channel, she's been doing YouTube videos for junk journal making. She has some great ideas, and she's going through a little bit in her life that has caused a financial burden. And so as a community, we're coming together to help her. And I think this is a great way to do it, Libby. That's really generous of you. And it's inspired me to do the same. So I will be in the future offering a journal that I will be selling, and the proceeds will also go to Tina. So that's a great way to support another artist who's going through a difficult time. So I love that about our community. We all tend to come together and help people when they need it. So love that. We have this here in the front, die cut. Beautiful pages, tea dyed. If you'll notice, she printed the digital kit and then has a printed digital on the back there that's, you know, got a little bit of interest to it. There's a little embossing on here. Again, we're not going to look at every single element because I want you guys to be a little bit surprised as you go through the journal after you purchase. But you'll just kind of get a familiarity to the journal. Little pocket there has some interesting tag in there in a CD cover again. Coffee dyed paper. We have a big journal card here. That also is stitched around. A couple of spots there. And in the back she's got a little booklet. So again, all proceeds from this journal go to Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. And Tina, we appreciate everything that you do on your channel, and I look forward to helping you any way we can. So that's great. Okay, let's get to our next journal here. This is a fabric covered journal. It has a double sari silk tie closure. These little mirrors on there is beautiful. It's a single signature, as you can see. We've got a lace pocket that's in the front and back, and down here we have a charm. These are on the signature ties strings, and so that hangs out the bottom, and it makes a wonderful sound as you're working with the journal there. This is also by Libby. It's called Fortune, 8 by 10, one signature, 60 pages. She used Nevermore Creations Boho Beauty, Ink Saver Boho Ornamental, and Vintage Bohemian Ladies journal kits, and also Gypsy Halloween and Motif digital set from Home Books and Treasures. So I have not heard about Home Books and Treasures. I'm not familiar with that shop, so I'll be checking that out. The journal was made while I attended Gail Agonistelli's subscriber retreat. The lace used in this journal was given to me by Jen Bishop of dreamsetc.com. So there's that. And I'll be checking out both of those I'm not familiar with. So here we have a little tuck spot in there. Beautiful lace there, like I mentioned. We have lace on all of the pages, or most of them anyway. Very, very bohemian for sure. A CD there trimmed out at the top. CD cover. Flip spot. I think that goes on there. I'll put that on later. This is a little booklet. Tuck spot here. And she's done some coffee dyed. A little bit of coffee dyed parchment paper. Big journal card. Beautiful trim here. So it's definitely got that vintage boho feel to it. Beautiful. A little bit of bling here with some sequins. These are fun. These all come out. These are 4 little tags that all tuck in there in a pocket. Little booklet here. Pocket. That flips out. Yep. And then we have a pocket in the back there. Let's not forget to put this back in. So again, that is called Fortune by Libby. Thank you, Libby, for sending your journals in to me. I appreciate that. And hopefully we can get them sold and help support you in a small way. Oh, we have 2 here. Let's just do one at a time, okay? All Things Grow with Love, it says on the cover. It's got a textured ribbon here. It's kind of like a yarn. And then we have some lace trim down the side there. 3 signatures. Pretty fabric. Hard cover. Let's take a look here. We've got some ruffle there. Sunflower Farm. 5.5 by 8.5, 1 1/4 inch spines, 3 signatures, 80 pages. This is by Vicki Phelps. So I have admired Vicki's work, and when she was selling through Lindsay. And so she has this little note in here, and I thought it was really nice. She kind of gives you some pointers on how to use a journal. I thought that was a great idea. I've thought about that before, but never actually have seen that in a journal, and that's awesome. A lot of times people get a journal and they think, oh, it's so beautiful, I don't want to write in it. And as artists, we'd love to see people use what we create and make it something of their own. And the way you do that is by writing in it, so or adding artwork or pictures. Some people have a problem with that, and so they just like to look at them, and that's fine too. I mean, it's your journal. You can do with that as you want. So as you can see, this definitely has a little bit of a fall theme, but it also has a little bit of that, you know, coming out of fall or summer into the fall. And so it's kind of a transitional journal here. So I thought it would be a great time to show this. This is a paper clip on here. I won't take it off. It's an over the page clip. And then we have a little paper clip there. I don't want to take things off because I don't want them to come out. This little guy here, he's a it's like a, I don't know, I think that's a Tim Holtz maybe. It's got a little bit of like a puffiness to it, I want to say. And that's a journal card up there. And we've got a tuck spot here that flips out. This is really cute with a little window frame. So again, 3 signatures on this, lots of space for you to add your own things. And I think, yep, that is a repurposed book, it looks like. So there's that one. And let's look at the next one here. It's this one here. It has a post with an elastic closure. That just comes off like this. It's all layered up. This is a corrugated cardboard behind here. It's layered up. This is a, looks like a card actually. It kind of looks like a stamp, but I think it was like a repurposed card. I could be wrong. Looks like it's wallpaper covered. Let's take a look here. This is by Darlene Carroll. Once Upon a Forest wallpaper covered Amazon package. So that's why I was feeling it there. It's got a little bit of spring to it, I guess. 138 pages, 2 signatures, 6 by 8 3/4, and Digital Kit is My Porch Prints. So you want to check out that shop as well. The more we can support one another, the better the world is, right? So we have lots of cute little nature themed, coffee dyed, a little flip out spot here. I thought this was a really good going, again, transitioning into fall. The beautiful colors. So fall is probably one of my favorite seasons, although living at the Oregon coast, pretty much most days are like fall. So people come here on the sunny days. That's when they want to buy a summer home. Oh, I want to live here forever because it's sunny and it's bright. And then they realize that 3/4 of the year it rains, and they're not used to that. Or windstorms is another thing people don't realize. So anyway, enough about me. Let's keep looking at this beautiful journal. This is wallpaper here, and then these cards are covered in wallpaper and on the back in coffee dyed paper. So again, digitals from My Porch Print. You want to check them out on Etsy. Cute little bunny. So nature themed, fall themed, lots of places for writing, all your fall experiences, adding your photos, making your list, checking them twice. Oh, we're not there yet. Almost. Pretty card. Okay, so there's that one. Next one here is this one. It's very much a fall themed, as you can tell. Let me move this over here. We have an orange ribbon. It's beautiful fall fabric. Little truck on the front. Trim down the spine. And let's go ahead and get into this one. Let me move this over this way. Sorry, I don't have a whole lot of space here where I'm working, but we make it work. This is by Jane Dilly. It's called Fruits and Fall. Cover is a repurposed, I can't read that. Oh, with batting and fabric. 5.5 by 9, 1 signature, 80 pages. She used graphic 45 and Prima, and then other details are coffee dyed paper and colored paper, eco dyed paper by, she doesn't know who, I can't remember. And then there's music paper, magazine pages, and fabric flips and assorted laces. All right, and again by Jane Dilly. Let's go ahead and take a look in here. So Jane was one of the very first artists that I saw when I started doing journals, and I saw her on Lindsay's channel at nevermorecreations17.com. Now Lindsay, if you're not familiar with Lindsay, she had a consignment shop and sold journals and things like that, and then I purchased her consignment portion of her business when she decided here recently not to do that anymore, so I could provide still a place for artists to show their journals. So Jane has always been someone that I've looked up to as a journal artist, and was one of the first ones that I started to see on Lindsay's channel. This is eco dyed paper there. We have a journal card there, music paper. Couple of spots here. Side tuck. Flip spot. I love it on book pages, or especially music pages. You get a lot of times that you get to see people write on there. I think that's awesome. Looks like my battery might be running low here, so I'm going to kind of zip through these last few so I can get them done. I thought I charged it right before, but you know how life is. So thank you, Jane, for sending that in. And let's tie that up and look at our next journal here. This little guy here. Very definitely a woodland themed, but it's a repurposed book. We have a couple turtles here at the bottom on a dangle. And this is also, oh no, Kathy Courtney. It's called Torn Papers, 6 by 7.5, 3 signatures, 100 pages. She used digitals from her stash and Tapeology, and take note of turtles on the front book in the dangles, which I did. So here in the front, this is a little printed page in an envelope. I like how she made the cover a little bit smaller than the pages. That's really cool because those pages kind of stick out and extend the book. Little cluster up there. It definitely has a little bit of a worn feel to it. It looks like somebody has played in this for a few years, and it got set aside and pulled back out, and we get to look at it, right? But it's not. It's new and made to look old, and I love that. So all these special little touches on the edges. She's got a little spot there, and here tucks into some lace. So again, I picked this one for today's video because it kind of has that rustic kind of fall look to it to me. So I like that. There's a side tuck here. I'm not going to pull those out. Different size pages, different kinds of pages, different textures. Lots of fun in this one. A little tuck spot here. This has things in it as well, so it's definitely a journal you can continue to play in and love. So again, that is by Kathy Courtney, called Torn Paper, and that's a perfect name for that too. And our last one here is this journal. It has a black silk, actually, yeah, and then tie on it, and then it's layered up. We have one signature. It's also got some inking on there, make it look worn. And in the front here, this is made by Darlene Carr as well. It's called Crime Case. It's a chipboard base, 6 inches by 8.5, one signature, 98 pages, and Love Junk Journals. So I'm familiar with Love Junk Journals. If you're not, please go there and check it out. She's got a lot of interesting and very different kits. So you want to check those out. So I like true crime stuff. I watch that sometimes on YouTube. This is very unique. It slides over the page here. Sorry, got distracted. But this journal, when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is a great theme. So definitely for any of you ladies who like that kind of thing. Oops, we have a paper clip. I'll find you in a minute. I gotta be careful. It's because my battery's running low and I'm like, I gotta get through this. But anyway, back to the journal. So we have a tuck spot here. I just think this is a lot of fun. And the evidence, it's got evidence envelopes in it, and little notes and fingerprint pages and little crime scene tape. My mom and I, we always joke and say that we should be Ma and Me investigations, because we find different things that, you know, our friends will be like, what are you talking about? We're like, didn't you see that guy? Or, you know, It's like we're always like on it, and everybody else is like, you guys are crazy. But then sometimes, and a lot of times, it comes out that, oh, that guy really wasn't very trustworthy. Or, you know, that guy's kind of weird. We're like, yeah, we know. So we call it Ma and Me investigations when things like that happen. All right, so there's that journal. Let's put this back on there. Do I have the page in there? Yep. Okay, so there we have it. Our fall journals, a few of them. I'll have another video up with some fantasy stuff in there, so you want to check that out. Come back and find all the unicorns and the fairies and the dragons and all that good stuff. So that'll be coming up in an upcoming video. So again, Yvette's Junk Journal Shop on Ko-fi. That's Kofi. And I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please comment or message me. I'm always happy to help. Have a great day.